Alright, it's time to take a look at the new big box trophy platoon, the T54E2. Honestly, this platoon does look very fun, mostly because it has a very small light tank with a rather gigantic main gun that you will see in the next video. But today we will be taking a look at the T54E2, which is the primary vehicle of this platoon. It has a 105mm main cannon. 43 km per hour is the top speed, reverse is 13 km per hour, although it shows 11, but I've seen it go to 13. For crew members, 267mm average penetration, reload 10 seconds, turret rotation speed is 21 degrees per second. The armor is okay, it does have a weak lower plate and it has the same ammo storage as the T54E1 and has the same ammo storage locations as the M103, basically around the lower plate, very close to the tracks, around the driver. That's where you will find the ammo of this vehicle. But all in all, it does look pretty solid. And well, let's take this thing for a ride and let's have some fun. Now, ammo-wise, you have HEAT, you have APDS and high explosive. I honestly kind of find the HEAT to be a bit more effective than the APDS shell. The APDS somehow doesn't seem to be doing a lot of damage. It requires you to be very accurate. This vehicle does not have a stabilized main gun, so shooting while on the move is a bit tricky. But it's tier 7, so the lack of a stabilized gun isn't really a deal breaker. And let's see what I'll be able to do. Now it has some very good machine guns as well as very good armament in general. The main gun being a 105, I actually expected the shell to be doing a little bit more damage. Unfortunately, it seems to be okay, not the best, not the worst. The firepower is decent, but I personally expected the main gun to pack a punch. Unfortunately, it's still good, don't get me wrong, it's just that you have to be prepared to fire quite a few times at the enemy vehicle. Now this is where I actually find out the HEAT to be doing a little bit more damage when it penetrates. They have reworked HEAT shells a couple patches ago, maybe I think it was like 2 months ago to be a bit more precise, so HEAT does do the job really well. And today in this video I'll be using both HEAT and I'll be using APDS. I'm actually using both ammo types on this vehicle to test them both out and to see how they will perform. And so far from my experience, I honestly find the HEAT shell to be a bit more effective. And I am someone who actually likes AP shells over HEAT shells. I actually like ATGMs over AP shells, but ATGM is kind of the most lethal weapon that we have in the game at the moment. That is until we get the nuke, and that's going to be pretty funny when that happens. Now, on the other hand, the APDS does, well, sometimes does do some good damage against some certain vehicles. For example, that yak tire got blown up right in the ammo storage. So you do have to be very accurate if you want the APDS shell this vehicle to do well. I mean, its APDS has good velocity, will obviously have very good penetration as well, so if you like APDS, you can obviously use the APDS ammo on this vehicle. What is that AMX-13 doing? I have no idea, but they are behind the cover there. The accuracy of the main gun is okay-ish, although I would say it has a bit of dispersion. Sometimes it just does not want to go where you aim, but you know, that's fine. And we have a Tiger 2H. Okay, destroyed the transmission, so that I am going to be going on a revenge bomber run. Obviously, the Merkava, being the previous big box tank, was definitely a must-have. And I rarely say that about any tank. I usually say if you like the tank, buy the tank. After all, this is just a game, and you know, if you like the vehicle, buy the vehicle and have fun. That's the goal of games. However, the Merkava ended up being quite the nasty thing. I would say the Merkava might be one of the strongest tier 8 high tier vehicles in the game at the moment. So that vehicle was a must have, and if you have the chance to get one, definitely do. Okay, the Yak Tiger just lost the driver, and I'm loading APDS. And APDS, there we go. Honestly, maybe I was too harsh on the APDS shell in this vehicle. It's good. It definitely does slap, so you have to be accurate with it. And we have one more vehicle over there. I have no idea where they are. I'm just firing blindly. But we have to destroy the bomber. Okay, I got this vehicle, yeah, this aircraft, the MiG-15. They in one of the last updates, they actually have kind of messed up my sensitivity with airplanes yet again. Every new update with aircraft, I have to adjust my sensitivity like 5 times before I can actually enter battle, because last time it was too slow. Now my sensitivity was too fast, so I had to readjust it yet again. So that's kind of funny. And a Tiger 2, let's just shoot at the hole, able to go through. I mean, it's a PPS after all, able to just punch through the armor without much of a problem. Well, 7 destroyed vehicles, not bad, not bad, I am not going to complain. So far, not a bad main gun, obviously. I've been playing so many vehicles with stabilization lately that I kind of forgot what it feels like to play a vehicle without stabilization. So yeah, basically very similar feeling to driving the AMX 30. That vehicle also doesn't have any stabilization for a tier 8. That's a tier 8, this is a tier 7. Well, let's go forward and let's attempt to capture the base. Well, the base is already captured. Oh look, a FV right in the ammo. That was actually kind of risky, almost got destroyed there. The good thing about this vehicle is that not many will realize that this is a new tank, so I'm not going to be pushed around or you know, trolled by smoke spam and stuff like that. When I was driving the Merkava early on the last update, it was barely playable. Everyone was ramming the vehicle, everyone was spamming smoke, I was pushed into the enemy. It was funny and very stressful at the same time. With this vehicle it is less noticeable, so I'm able to actually play properly without being pushed around by the teammates. Well, there's very few who did recognize that this was a new vehicle, obviously, but the vast majority will not realize that. Okay, well, there goes the Yak Tiger, very good hit there. 8 destroyed vehicles, not bad. Well, this is pretty much what you can expect from this new vehicle. How it will perform, obviously, if you played the other M60s in the past or the T54E2, you will probably be very familiar with this vehicle. But also, I do like this tank. It's definitely interesting, that's for sure. Definitely a very interesting little tank. Okay, let's go to the next battle. Since you know me, I like to do multiple battles when I'm playing a new vehicle, and well, we have this map, Normandy. I don't know how many times I've seen this map today, maybe like 1700 times I've seen this today, I don't know. But the game loves to spam this map. And I believe next update will bring us a new map. We will see what will happen, but I expect a new map on the next update. I think we get a new map every 3-4 updates. I honestly forgot when we got Normandy. But this map it's a good map, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a good map. It's just extremely annoying when the game spams one map 70 times in a row. It just wants to make you yeet your phone at the wall, which I almost actually, yeeted my own phone at the wall, but the thing is expensive, so I can't really be eating phones around. It costs like a kidney, so yeah. Now the turret armor, while being good in higher tier, turret armor isn't really reliable. I mean, any armor isn't really reliable. Only the T52 mouse and a few other vehicles can take advantage of armor, but the vast majority of vehicles, yeah, the armor isn't really the most reliable thing to trust. So cover, stealth, speed is a lot more important than armor in high tier. And well, I got recognized. Yeah, you can definitely see them shooting at me with machine guns, although in this case the team isn't pushing me around, so that's good. Okay, there goes the Yak Tiger, and let me see if I can do anything to the medium tanks order. The lack of stabilization is definitely kind of tricky if you've been playing with stabilized main guns, but I have to get used to. After all, I have to play the new vehicles just to show you guys how they perform. The developers, I forgot what Gaijin said. They said something along the lines of they want to create good looking vehicles and just to have fun. Basically that's their goal, so I would say that's a very okay thing to do as a game developer. So I'm actually very happy that this game has been made. It's been really fun, and it's one of the best optimized games on mobile, believe it or not. One little problem though regarding optimization, not exactly a problem, but the frame rate, that 59 FPS is kind of annoying me, because it used to be flatline 60. Now it is 60 FPS, obviously no lag, nothing. But the frame rate window there, the monitor, the little thing there is a bit bugged, and I figured that out quite recently actually, since even if you set 120 FPS, it will show 119 instead of 120. It does the same thing with 60. It shows 59 instead of 60. So that's a thing that I find quite kind of annoying. So I hope that the developers do fix that. Because if it's 59, I mean it's 60. It should just round it up, and because it is 60. And when I go and look at the recording, at the video recording, since the video recording does match the in-game FPS, it makes editing easier, and I can actually make some very smooth slow motion with that. It is 60, so yeah, it's odd that it just caps it at 59. It is 60, but the game doesn't show that, and that's one thing that is annoying. Even though I try to avoid looking at the FPS, when I see it I just get annoyed. So yeah, it's pretty much the only thing I can complain about regarding optimization. Can I move, please? Why? Okay, that was a little accident there. Now I have to go in the middle. I have seen some vehicles right there in the middle, so let me see if I can do anything. Oh, there we are. There we go. A baguette, roasted baguette now. I seriously love the heat ammo on this vehicle. If AP does start to fail, you always have heat. I use a combination of AP and heat on a lot of vehicles. Wish I had a third option for high explosive. I would say they definitely need to give us more options for the ammo choices. I would love to carry AP, HEATFS and high explosive, at least 2 shells of high explosive, or 3 against light armor vehicles. That's what I would do. I would allow that, but we will see. Maybe it will be added. Who knows? There's a lot of things that we can expect to see in the game. That took me a while to destroy that bomber, because my sensitivity is needs more adjusting, I would say. Okay, where should I go next? I am on 4 destroyed vehicles. Let's go forward. Let's go forward and let's see if I can be sneaky around the enemy team there. We have a vehicle right behind this building and we have other vehicles, so it's a Tiger too. Okay. Ammo destroyed, AMX 13. Let me go towards the AMX. They are busy with the enemy team, I think. Oh, okay. Hello, T54. Expected the ammo to detonate, but it didn't. Isn't that lovely? I'll just shoot at the lower plate. And there we go. Ammo destroyed. Beautiful. That was kill number 5 and 6. There's a Yak Tiger over there. Destroyed the engine, and now I think I might go forward. Yeah, let's just go forward. Okay, hello Yak Tiger. Karoo knocked out. I actually aimed for the ammo, but you know that works as well. And I play on touch screen controls. Yeah, I'm dead. Yeah, that should have killed the gunner, but it didn't. It just killed the driver. Oh well. I play on touch controls. I don't use controller. You know how many times I've seen comments saying like what emulator I use or what controller I use. I play on a small Galaxy S23, a one-year-old device, soon to be 1-year-old, using touch screen controls. No emulator, no controller, nothing, none of that. I mean, my PC, if I was able to play the game on PC, I wouldn't be, I mean, I just have the PC version of the game, right? But my PC cannot run the game, cannot run this game on the emulator. It's too potato. My PC is a potato. So, unable to emulate this game. I'm not really sure if it's even possible to do that. Maybe, I mean, it's definitely possible with how powerful hardware there is. Yeah, it's possible, but my PC cannot emulate this game. It's too potato. So yeah, that was the T54E2. Honestly, a very solid little vehicle. Does have some very nice firepower, and overall, definitely a tank that I did enjoy. And with that being said, tell me what you think about this vehicle. And with that being said, if you would like to support me, feel free to like and subscribe. And with that being said, stay safe. As always, I'll see you next time.